are going to do one few of the most important application based questions. So let's see. As I have said that how evaporation causes cooling. So there was a it was a controversial though, but then let's see what happens. So sometimes it was long ago it was believed that due to evaporation it causes heating, not cooling. But now, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is that due to evaporation, it causes cooling. And yes, I think to a level it is correct. The process of evaporation, it uses the energy of liquid particles. The process of evaporation, it uses the energy of the liquid particles. So whatever are the liquid particles during the process of evaporation, it uses that energy. So therefore the particles that absorb the energy from the surroundings in order to compensate the energy that is being lost in the process of evaporation, and this results in cooling of the surroundings. So whenever there is a process of evaporation, what happens? Here it is given that high energy evaporating, medium energy is pulled back into the water, and lower energy remain in the liquid. So lower energy means what? Coolness. Higher energy means hot. So whatever is the higher energy which is present in this water, it get evaporated, and the lower energy, it remains in the liquid. And during the process of evaporation, what happens is that this is again a concept of another question, but though let me tell you brief that when we use earthen pot, so what is an application? The application which is used, right, it's an application which is based on the concept of evaporation, which is based on the concept of evaporation. So now this question is not going to be asked that how evaporation causes cooling. You just have to keep in mind that when there is evaporation, the higher energy means the heat, it gets into the atmosphere, and the lower temperature means the coolness, it remains into the water, and thus it causes cooling. That's it. Now, example that how evaporation causes cooling. There are three examples. Our palm feels cool whenever you put some acetone. And now acetone, the formula of acetone is in class 10th. So acetone is nail polish remover, right? Now people sprinkle water on their roofs, or they also apply cool paints. So then during summer only, during summer, not during winter. So they apply these paints during sun days to cause cooling, right? We're able to sip hot tea faster and softer than cup. Why? Again, this is an application. As I have said earlier, that if you increase the area, then the rate of evaporation increases, because the breaking of bond would be more faster. Now, again, an application based question: why people wear cotton cloths in summer? Or another question can be asked that why we use white color more in summers? Why don't we use black color in summers? We very well know that black is good absorbent of heat energy, light energy. That is why we don't use black in, or maybe dark color I could say, in summers. So here the question is why people wear cotton cloths in summer. We perspire more in summer. So perspire means we sweat more in summer. So as the sweat evaporate, it takes energy from our body. So as the sweat evaporates, it takes energy from our body surface, and it keeps our body cool. We very well know when evaporation is there, cooling is there. Now cotton can absorb the sweat easily and exposes it to the atmosphere, causing evaporation to take place easily, and this in turn keeps us cool in summer days. So what happens whenever you are wearing cotton cloths in summer? So if take let us this is a piece of cloth. So when we perspire means when we sweat. So then this sweat is absorbed, this sweat is somewhere or the other, it is absorbed, because cotton is good absorbent of water, it is being said. So this absorbs. Now since water is there, surely it is summer, heat energy is more, so now this water is going to get evaporated. When there is evaporation, then there is cooling, and when there so hence I can say that in summer we should wear cotton clothes, so that we can feel cool in summer, because our sweat is absorbed by your cotton cloths, your shirts, your t-shirts, and thus though that water is get evaporated. If it get evaporated, then it causes cooling. Now the next question, the next application is why water droplets appear on the surroundings of glass with ice cold water. So you can try this at your home, that whenever you take a bottle from refrigerator, you see some water outside, right, outside the bottle or maybe glass. So what is that? It is because of evaporation only, I would say. There are water vapors present in the air. We very well know that there are water vapors and we are unable to see them, but though yes they are. So when they come in contact with the walls of your glass or maybe your bottle that has ice cooled water in it, they condense, right? They condense means what happened? From gas to liquid is known as condensation. So they condense, and as a result their state changes from gaseous to liquid state, thus forming tiny water droplets on the walls of the glass. So what happens here? If you are having a so if you're, sorry for my diagrams though, if you're having a glass and if there is cool water in it, maybe you can take some ice cubes or Coca-Cola, right? So now when there are ice cubes, so what happens is that there are water vapor. Now this water vapor, it comes in contact with your cool glass, and what happens? Now there is a process of what? Condensation occurs, and now the gas convert into liquid and you are able to see some water droplets. So this is how the ice the ice cold water is filled with all those water droplets. Again, a good question for 2 marks. It is right given in your NCERT pack exercise questions. You should go through these questions once. Now there are some important measurement units. SI unit of volume is meter cube. We can also tell cubic meters. It's not only meter cube, you can say centimeter cube or anything. Just here given is example of meter cube. Now common unit of volume, liters, right? SI unit of temperature, Kelvin, Celsius, Fahrenheit. So now here this is the formula, I would say. So this is the formula. If you have to convert Kelvin into Celsius, if you have to convert Celsius into Kelvin, then you just have to add 273. Or if you want to find Celsius and Kelvin is given, you just minus it. You just minus what? You just minus 273. So this is again a 2 marks question. Every time it is asked in your half yearlies or maybe your unit test, that find the answer in kelvins, in Celsius. So you have to keep in mind this formula. You don't have to consider 273.16. You have to consider only 273 because that is approximate value. Pressure is Pascal. This is used in physics, so you are going to study how this Pascal came. Now for measuring pressure which is exerted by gas is ATM, 1 atmospheric measure or pressure, I would say. So this is which is not in your 9th class, though you will study in your later classes. In 11th class you will study in chapter 1 of chemistry. Okay, so don't remember this now, you just have to learn all these 4 units. So guys, that was all about the chapter that is matter in our surroundings. So in the next video we are going to continue, or we are going to see few important questions and NCERT question answers. So that was the end of this session, all about this session. So you have any queries, then please write in the comment section, or you can write in my on my Instagram ID, which is rashmika_aita. So I'll be there for you.